In the quiet pre-dawn hours of January 25, 2025, a devastating fire engulfed a family home in Grand Rapids, Michigan. As flames consumed the residence, neighbors were awakened by the harrowing screams of children trapped inside. The subsequent investigation would reveal a series of chilling actions leading up to the blaze, actions allegedly orchestrated by the very person meant to protect those children, their mother. This is the unsettling story of Roconda Singleton and the tragic events that led to the loss of her 12-year-old daughter, Shamiya Stewart. Roconda Singleton, 46, was a resident of Grand Rapids, Michigan, living with her 3 children: 12-year-old Shamiya Stewart, a 10-year-old daughter, and a 7-year-old daughter. Shamiya, described by family members as a fighter from birth, had overcome early health challenges, having spent her first 4 months in the neonatal intensive care unit. She grew into a loving young girl who cherished music, dancing, and her electronic gadgets. Her father, Lynn Stewart, recalled her feisty spirit and the joy she brought to those around her. In the months leading up to the incident, there were indications that Singleton was grappling with mental health issues. Court records revealed that in 2024, she had been placed in a local treatment center, suggesting a history of psychological challenges. Despite these struggles, there were no prior reports of child abuse or neglect associated with Singleton. The family appeared to be navigating life's challenges like any other, making the events of that January morning all the more incomprehensible. On the morning of January 25, 2025, as the city of Grand Rapids lay under a blanket of early morning calm, a fire erupted at Singleton's residence. Investigations later revealed that Singleton had meticulously removed 7 smoke detectors from the home, placing them in a pillowcase in the backyard, a deliberate act to ensure no early warning of the impending blaze. She then doused various parts of the house, including the upstairs, downstairs, and the living room couch, with lighter fluid. With her 3 daughters asleep inside, Singleton ignited the fire, starting in the bathroom on the 2nd floor before moving to the living room. As the flames spread rapidly, the 2 younger daughters were awakened by the smoke and heat. The 10-year-old, displaying remarkable bravery, managed to grab her 7-year-old sister and escape through a window, both sustaining minor injuries in the process. Tragically, Shamiya was unable to escape and was later found by firefighters in an upstairs bedroom, unresponsive and suffering from severe burns and smoke inhalation. She was rushed to Helen DeVos Children's Hospital, where she succumbed to her injuries 2 days later. The aftermath of the fire left the community in shock and searching for answers. Grand Rapids Police Chief Eric Winstrom described the crime as shockingly cruel, unimaginable, expressing disbelief that a mother could commit such an act against her own children. During questioning, Singleton confessed to setting the fire, stating, "I did it. I am not going to sit here and play like I am the victim." She admitted to removing the smoke detectors and using lighter fluid to start the blaze, fully aware that her children were asleep inside. Authorities were at a loss to explain Singleton's motives. Kent County Prosecutor Chris Becker suggested that mental health issues likely played a significant role, noting that many of the calls they had received regarding Singleton were related to her mental well-being. However, there had been no prior indications of intent to harm her children, making this act an unprecedented escalation. Neighbors and family members struggled to reconcile Singleton's actions with the person they thought they knew. Some speculated that untreated mental illness might have led to a break from reality, while others wondered if there were underlying stresses or triggers that had gone unnoticed. Despite these theories, no clear explanation emerged, leaving many questions unanswered. As the investigation progressed, a disturbing detail came to light. Singleton had not only set the fire but had also actively prevented her children from escaping. According to reports, as the fire raged, Singleton stood outside the home, watching as her children screamed for help. The 10-year-old daughter recounted how she tried to save her sister but was thwarted by the intense smoke and heat. This revelation added a new layer of horror to the already tragic event, painting a picture of a mother not just neglectful, but willfully malevolent. In the wake of the tragedy, Singleton was charged with first-degree arson and 3 counts of second-degree child abuse, with additional charges, including murder, anticipated following Shamiya's death. During her court appearance, a not guilty plea was entered on her behalf, and she was held without bond. The surviving children were placed under the care of family members, and the community rallied to support them, with a GoFundMe page established to assist with medical expenses and provide for their future. Despite the legal proceedings, many questions remain unanswered. What drove Roconda Singleton to commit such an unthinkable act? Were there warning signs that were missed, or interventions that could have prevented this tragedy? As the community grapples with these questions, we are left to ponder the complexities of mental health, the responsibilities of parenthood, and the unpredictable nature of human behavior. In reflecting on this heartbreaking case, one must ask, how can we, as a society, better identify and address the silent struggles that may lead to such devastating outcomes? What steps can be taken to ensure that those battling inner demons receive the help they need before tragedy strikes? Your thoughts and insights are invaluable as we seek to understand and prevent such horrors in the future.